Ever notice how certain women always come back? Doesn't matter how badly things ended, doesn't matter how much time has passed, they always circle back. And when they do, they act like you should be grateful, like you should be excited, like you've been waiting for this moment. But here's what they don't realize. By the time they come back, you're not the same man anymore. You've moved on, you've grown, and you don't care. Because you've learned something important. The type of woman who leaves and comes back isn't coming back because she values you. She's coming back because her other options didn't work out. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 6 types of women who always come back. And more importantly, I'm going to explain why you shouldn't care when they do. Some of what I'm about to share might feel familiar. Some of it might make you realize things about someone in your past. Either way, by the end, you'll know exactly how to spot these patterns and why giving her a second chance is almost always a mistake. Before we get into it, let me ask you something. Has an ex ever come back months or years later? Comment yes if it's happened. Comment no if it hasn't. I'm curious how common this is. And if you're finding value in this, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps more men find these conversations when they need them. All right, let's get into it. Type number 1, the grass is greener woman. Here's the first type, the woman who left because she thought she could do better. She thought there was someone more exciting out there, someone more successful, someone who'd give her more of whatever she thought was missing. So she left, confident, self-assured, convinced she was making the right choice. And for a while, it seemed like she was. She dated, she explored, she had options, and she probably felt pretty good about her decision. But then reality hit. The exciting guys were also unreliable. The successful guys were also unavailable. The guys who gave her everything she thought she wanted also came with problems she didn't expect. And slowly she started to realize the grass wasn't greener, it was just different grass, and different isn't always better. So she comes back. And when she does, she acts like she's had this big revelation, like she finally sees what you had together, like she's ready to appreciate you now. But here's what she's really saying. I tried to find something better. I couldn't, so I'm settling for you. And you know what? That's not flattering. That's insulting. According to research from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, people who leave relationships seeking better alternatives often return when those alternatives fail to materialize. But reconciliation in these cases has a significantly lower success rate than relationships where both parties actively choose each other. Translation? She's not choosing you, she's choosing the best available option, and that option happens to be you because everything else fell through. And here's why you shouldn't care when she comes back. You deserve to be someone's first choice, not their backup plan, not their safety net, their first choice. If she didn't see your value when you had her, why would you trust her to see it now? Why would you believe that this time would be different? She left once, she'll leave again, the moment she thinks she's found something better. So when she comes back talking about how much she's missed you, how much she's thought about you, how much she realizes what she lost, remember this, she didn't lose you, she threw you away, and now she wants you back because her gamble didn't pay off. And that's not your problem to fix. Type number 2, the serial monogamist. Here's the second type. The woman who can't be alone. She jumps from relationship to relationship, and when one ends, she circles back to exes until she finds her next victim. You were never special to her. You were just convenient, a placeholder, someone to occupy her time until something else came along. And when you were together, you probably felt it. You probably felt like you were temporary, like she always had one foot out the door. But you ignored it because you cared, because you thought if you just loved her enough, she'd stay. But she didn't stay. She left for someone else, and you felt like you weren't enough. But here's the truth. It wasn't about you. She was never going to stay because she doesn't know how to be alone. She needs constant validation, constant attention, constant reassurance that she's wanted. And when her new relationship inevitably falls apart, she comes back, not because she misses you, but because she needs someone and you're familiar, easy, available. And here's what happens if you take her back. She'll stay just long enough to find her next relationship, and then she'll leave again. Same pattern, different excuse. According to research on attachment patterns, people who engage in serial monogamy, jumping from relationship to relationship without periods of being single, often have anxious attachment styles and use relationships to avoid facing themselves. Translation: she's not looking for a partner, she's looking for a distraction, and you're just filling a role. And here's why you shouldn't care when she comes back. You're not a gap filler. You're not a temporary solution to her inability to be alone. You're a whole person who deserves to be with someone who wants you specifically, not someone who wants anyone. So when she reaches out, when she acts like she wants to reconnect, remember, she doesn't want you. She doesn't want to not be alone. And the moment someone else shows interest, you'll be forgotten again. Don't be her backup plan. Be someone's only plan. Type number 3, the option keeper. Here's the third type, the woman who never fully commits. She keeps you around, but she also keeps her options open. She's always looking, always wondering if there's something better. When you were together, she probably had guy friends who were clearly more than friends. She probably entertained attention from other men. She probably made you feel like you were always competing for her attention. And when she finally left, it wasn't dramatic, it was vague. She needed space. She needed to focus on herself. She wanted to focus on her career. But what she really wanted was freedom to explore without officially cheating. And now that she has, now that she's tested the waters, she's coming back. Not because those other options worked out, but because they didn't. And she wants to keep you in her rotation just in case. And here's what's insidious about this type. She'll act like she's changed, like she's ready to commit now, like she finally knows what she wants. But she doesn't. She's just recalculating her options, and right now, you look like the best one. According to research on relationship commitment, people who consistently keep backup partners, what researchers call mate insurance, are significantly more likely to cheat or leave when they perceive a better option. Translation: if she's keeping you as an option, she's keeping other people as options too, and you'll never be secure with someone who's always shopping around. And here's why you shouldn't care when she comes back. You already know what it feels like to be with someone who's not all in. You know what it feels like to wonder if she's going to leave. You know what it feels like to compete for attention you should just have. Why would you go back to that? You deserve someone who's certain about you, who doesn't need to explore other options to know you're enough, who commits fully, not conditionally. And that's not her. It never was, and it never will be. If you're still with me, drop a 1 in the comments right now. Type number 4, the Ego Validator. Here's the fourth type, the woman who comes back because her ego can't handle the fact that you moved on. She doesn't actually want you. She just wants to know she still can have you. When you were together, she probably took you for granted. She knew you cared more than she did. She knew you'd put up things you shouldn't. She knew she had power. And when she left, she expected you to fall apart, to chase her, to beg for another chance. But you didn't. You moved on. You focused on yourself. You started dating other people. You stopped caring. And that drove her crazy. Because your indifference threatened her ego. If you're over her, if you're not pining after her, then maybe she wasn't as important as she thought she was. Maybe she's not as irresistible as she believed. So she comes back. And when she does, she acts like she's had this big revelation, like she finally sees what you had together, like she's ready to appreciate you now. But here's what she's really saying. I tried to find something better. I couldn't, so I'm settling for you. And you know what? That's not flattering. That's insulting. According to research from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, people who leave relationships seeking better alternatives often return when those alternatives fail to materialize. But reconciliation in these cases has a significantly lower success rate than relationships where both parties actively choose each other. Translation: she's not choosing you, she's choosing the best available option, and that option happens to be you because everything else fell through. And here's why you shouldn't care when she comes back. You deserve to be someone's first choice, not their backup plan, not their safety net, their first choice. If she didn't see your value when you had her, why would you trust her to see it now? Why would you believe that this time would be different? She left once, she'll leave again, the moment she thinks she's found something better. So when she comes back talking about how much she's missed you, how much she's thought about you, how much she realizes what she lost, remember this: she didn't lose you, she threw you away, and now she wants you back because her gamble didn't pay off. And that's not your problem to fix.
Type number 5, the timing was wrong woman. Here's the 5th type, the woman who left because the timing wasn't right. She had things to figure out. She needed to focus on her career. She wasn't ready for commitment. She needed space to grow. And maybe all of that was true. Maybe she genuinely did have things to work through. But here's what you need to understand. If the timing was wrong then, why would it be right now? What's actually changed? Did she fix the things that made her unavailable? Or is she just lonely and looking for something familiar? Because here's what usually happens. She comes back talking about how she's in a different place now, how she's ready, how the timing is finally right. But when you look closely, nothing's actually different. She's still dealing with the same issues. She's still unavailable in the same ways. The only thing that's changed is she's decided she wants you around again. And that's not about timing. That's about convenience. According to research on relationship dissolution, when people cite timing as the reason for ending a relationship, reconciliation success depends entirely on whether the underlying issues have been resolved. If they haven't, the relationship will fail for the same reasons it did before. Translation: if she left because of timing and the circumstances that created bad timing are still present, getting back together is just delaying the inevitable. And here's why you shouldn't care when she comes back. Your life doesn't pause while she figures herself out. You don't stop growing, building, moving forward just because she needed space. And by the time she's ready, you might not be interested anymore because you've built a life without her. And that life might be better than anything she's offering. So when she comes back talking about timing, ask yourself, has anything actually changed? Or does she just want me to wait around until she's done exploring other options? Because your time is valuable, and spending it on someone who might leave again the moment the timing feels wrong isn't worth it. Type number 6, the monkey brancher. And now we get to the 6th type, the woman who left you for someone else. She didn't end the relationship and then meet someone. She met someone and then ended the relationship. She monkey branched, held on to you until she had a secure grip on the next branch, then let go. And when you found out, when you realized what actually happened, it destroyed you. Because you trusted her. You believed her when she said it wasn't about someone else. But it was. It always was. And now, months or years later, she's back because the relationship she left you for didn't work out. The person she thought was better turned out to be worse, or maybe just different. And now she's realizing what she gave up. So she reaches out, and she's sorry, so sorry. She made a mistake. She wasn't thinking clearly. She wants another chance. But here's what she's really saying. My first choice didn't work out, so I'm coming back to my backup. And that's not love. That's not regret. That's desperation. According to research on infidelity and relationship dissolution, people who leave one relationship for another have significantly higher rates of repeating the behavior in future relationships. Once a monkey brancher, often always a monkey brancher. Translation: if she did it to you, she'll do it to the next person, and if you take her back, she'll do it to you again. And here's why you shouldn't care when she comes back. You deserve to be someone's first choice, not their consolation prize. She chose someone else over you. She looked you in the eye and lied about it. She made you feel like you were crazy for suspecting, and then she left. That's not something you forgive. That's not something you forget. Because if you take her back, you'll never trust her again. You'll always wonder, always worry, always wait for her to find the next branch. And that's no way to live. So when she comes back, when she apologizes, when she swears it'll be different, remember this: actions speak louder than words, and her actions told you exactly who she is. Believe them. So let's bring this all together. 6 types of women always come back: the grass is greener woman, the serial monogamist, the option keeper, the ego validator, the timing was wrong woman, and the monkey brancher. And here's what they all have in common. They're not coming back because they value you. They're coming back because their other options didn't work out. And that's not a reason to take them back. That's a reason to walk away permanently. Because you deserve better than being someone's backup plan. You deserve better than being chosen only after everything else failed. You deserve to be with someone who sees your value from the beginning, who doesn't need to lose you to appreciate you, who doesn't leave and come back when it's convenient. And here's the beautiful part. When you refuse to take these women back, when you hold your ground and say no, something powerful happens. You reclaim your self-respect. You set a standard, and you make space for the right person to enter your life. The person who won't leave, who won't play games, who won't treat you like an option. So when she comes back, and she will, don't feel flattered, don't feel hopeful, don't wonder if things could be different. Just remember what she did. Remember how she made you feel. Remember that you rebuilt your life without her. And keep moving forward, because she's not worth going backwards for. Which type have you dealt with? Drop a number 1 through 6 in the comments and let me know your experience. And if this helped you see a situation more clearly, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe. There's more content like this coming. Real talk about recognizing patterns and protecting yourself. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next one.